Hey there, so today we have another review. This is beer courtesy of Jeff. Thank you so much. This is from Evergreen. This is Sorbetto 70. So I actually reviewed, I reviewed 67, I believe, the last one I had. Possibly, anyway, he sent me a few of them. So I believe that was the last one I had. But anyway, this is a holiday edition, so it sort of works out. This is sour ale with cherry, apple, cinnamon, vanilla, and cheesecake. Cool label on that guy. They don't have the ABV posted. Lactose, keep cold, blah, blah, blah. Huh, interesting. Okay. Nice. Huh. Looks thick as hell. Yeah, I mean... Well, first off, the head just can't survive. Yeah, I assume cheesecake is not very good for head retention. Especially, yeah, it's fat. So fat is not very good for that. Cherry, apple, cinnamon, vanilla. Okay, so obviously with the cherry and apple added, you get this kind of like... cherry. If they made cherry apple cider, I guess it would sort of look like this, right? Hazy, rich, thickish. Has this like brown reddish thing going on. Chunks of all this stuff going on, which I suspect is the cheesecake. Yeah, cheesecake, just residual cheesecake, just sitting on the edges of my glass. So yeah. Woo. Okay. So the dairy's a little funky. With the sour base and the cheesecake, it just comes off a little bit like sour milk. It can be a little bit off-putting, but you definitely get, that kind of like cinnamon apple crisps kind of thing going on. Not too much cherry, but yeah, a little bit of cherry in the back. Like, yeah, pretty nice. I mean, pretty interesting. Like a little bit of that cheesecake dairy thing, a little bit of that a desserty bread crusty thing, because you have cinnamon really boosts up that kind of like bread crust, pie crust kind of thing going on. Definitely a lot of like apple crisp dessert kind of thing going on. Some cherries. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So, a lot of apple in here. Oh, no, we don't do that. Yeah, don't let Rocco try to open that. You guys we'll work on that later, okay? Interesting. Okay. Okay. So, first impression is that this beer sort of tastes like cider. I mean, obviously, if you add unfermented apple juice into beer, it sort of has this kind of like, what do they call it? They call it sizer? I think that's what they call a sizer. It's like a malt / apple ferment. But this is confusing. Okay. So first off, this beer has a lot of just straight up apple juice flavor to it. So we're just talking about like non-alcoholic, literally what my kids drink: apple cider, apple juice. A lot of that going on. Probably more like apple cider. Then as you wait more, you get that kind of like apple cider, because there's alcohol in here and some acidity. So it sort of comes off a little bit like that kind of like conventional cider stuff, Angry Orchard, Cider Boys kind of stuff, right? Like. Yeah, a little bit of like light cherry flavor. I get a little bit of kind of like cinnamon, dairy, like pie crust cheesecake thing. Quite nice. And then just that hint of cherry that I was smelling too. Honestly, it's pretty tasty. I like where the acidity hits. It does seem a little bit too appley. I find that... I feel like the cinnamon and maybe the cheesecake and the cherry could be bumped a little bit more, and the apple could be pushed back a little bit more. But yeah, thick. Sells on dessert, smoothie sour, what do you even call it? I've had thicker beers. The Drecker stuff's like stupid thick. But this is like pretty, THICC. Maybe not 3 C's, but pretty thick. Honestly, I thought the cheesecake would be a little bit more distracting, but I think I wish I had a little bit more. A little bit more of that cream cheese kind of flavor to it. But pretty good. As I drink it more, the apple flavor gets a little bit less distracting because it just comes off like drinking straight apple juice for a second. Not too sour, which is good because I think that would detract from a lot of flavors in this beer. And it's got a nice thick mouthfeel and good acidity, good amount of flavors. It's a fun dessert sour. So Let's go with a solid. It's executed pretty well. Let's go with solid 91. 91. 91. Let's go solid 90. I'm cool with this guy. Sorbetto, number 70. Thank you so much, Jeff. That's a pretty fun beer. Interesting. Very interesting. Until next time, cheers later.